Hello and welcome. Today we're taking a look at Angelina Jolie, an American actress, filmmaker, and humanitarian. She's the recipient of numerous accolades, including an Academy Award and 3 Golden Globe Awards, and she has been named Hollywood's highest paid actress multiple times. And it says here that her personal life has been the subject of wide publicity. She's been married, I think, 3 times. Yeah, she was in the tabloids a lot. This is a young interview of her too.
She already reminds me of Madonna, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Before she's even sat down.
Yeah.
Strange.
Huh.
Yeah, like if you like, subscribe if you subscribe. And watch the video.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
So is it the Nico Hotel?
No, it's the L'Hermitage, which is
okay.
really confusing because that
Right.
sounds French to me. But I'm wrong.
Let's take it.
No, it's really weird, and I think I'm the only person staying there, which is another thing that's really
In
odd.
L.A.?
I'm just staying in this new
Yeah,
hotel,
the
and it's
L'Hermitage. Yeah.
it's really. Have you been in there?
No,
I keep trying to
it's-
find somebody that's been
well,
there so I can like talk.
It's one that they have renovated. It was closed for years.
Oh yeah, it's all very.
Yeah. It's just a block away.
It's really funny.
Angelina
Hi.
Jolie.
Yes.
The emphasis on the Jolie.
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 Yes.
Jolie.
Because I had heard it always pronounced Jolie. And
Yeah.
then I saw your father on some show, and he was.
Father can't say my name. That's really funny. My husband can say
I
my
should
name
stop
either.
here for a
But I
second.
Angelina.
Okay.
It's so funny just seeing these two contrasts in women. I mean, I know it's probably also a generational thing, but
Right.
this interviewer woman, she's so polite and like maybe proper, buttoned up kind of
Right,
thing, and you can
yeah.
already see the difference between these two women. They are not the same at all.
Like Grandma from Tweety Pie or something.
Yeah, she's just very proper, I think, and you can see Angelina already. She's not. She didn't care about that kind of behavior, and that's not who she is. She says, "I just want to find someone who stayed there so I can talk about it." She put her lipstick on. She's all like casual, whatever. Just another day at the job. All right, let's keep going. I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was interesting.
Okay.
The stark contrast.
Yeah.
Jolie. I was like, that's great.
No, say it the way you like for it to be said. The way you say
It's supposed to be Jolie.
Jolie. I like that. The French
Yeah.
ZH sound. Okay. Now that we've got the name straight. Anyway, congratulations to you on your performance
Thank you.
in Pushing 10.
Thank you.
She's a character. She is really a number, isn't she?
She's fun. I loved her. I loved being her. Yeah. I loved working on that film. So it's so funny, because I feel like I was on a vacation with my favorite people and just having a really good time, and that it's you do certain films and you just can't believe that that's your job because you're so fortunate to be in such a great situation. And yeah.
For a young performer, you are getting a tremendous variety in your work. Is that by design, or has it just happened that way?
I think it's why I am an actor, was never to just do things and get them out there, but to find new things to do, new ways to learn about life and myself and express myself and kind of evolve. And so naturally the women are going to keep changing as I do, and I have been really fortunate to have been allowed to be in films like Wallace and this and a few other things and be matched up with such amazing actors and brought up to their. And,
All right, let's stop.
Had to rise to their level.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes when you're trying to type people, I know I've already said this, but it's so interesting if you can see two people together and and compare them and see what you're noticing as far as similarities and differences. Because you can see, I think, very clearly here, this Bobby Wygant is a feeler woman,
Right.
and that Angelina Jolie is a thinker woman. you can see it, I think. This is a very good example. I think that the disparity is great enough that it's obvious. At least it seems like it is to me.
Yeah, I don't think people compare people enough, if at all, to be honest.
Right.
They say what pops into their head about that person, and when you line them all up, all the other people that they said it is that person, you start to notice that actually all these people are really different. It's like they just type in a vacuum,
Right. And I'm not, it's not like anyone said this, Bobby, why can't it's an ISTP, but I'm just saying it's a good way of typing people. It's just, if you just see two people together, then what are you noticing about the two? Can you start to compare them and see what observations you can make? And so, I could look at Angelina Jolie and say, oh, yes, I can see that she's a thinker because I've been doing this for a long time. But it's nice when you see her with this other woman, you can see it very clearly. So she's just kind of laid back. It's like I said, her whole approach to this interview, she's not uptight about it. She's very relaxed about it. And that's kind of a giveaway to me as to certain aspects of her type. She's just not like, you can see the interviewer is, I mean, you can't see her, but I could just tell from the back, her legs are probably crossed. She's probably sitting there very properly, very professionally, right? And
purse or handbag next to
yeah,
her.
exactly. Right. Angelina Jolie is not like that at all. She's just taking it as it comes. She's not worried about it. She's very relaxed about it. I'm not saying that she's not self-conscious or anything, but it's just her demeanor to just be more relaxed in it. I mean, even the fact that she's like putting on makeup at the last minute and all this kind of stuff, it's like she didn't necessarily like plan it ahead, she's just taking it as it comes, which to me is censor.
P-type.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Level, and these great characters. I've gotten these great female characters. I've been so fortunate.
You've been acting for a number of years. You started as a child actor. I mean, you did some acting when you were a child, didn't you? How old were you when you were in the movie, the first movie?
17.
Oh, well, you were a little older than I thought.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? I think I know everything. I did something when I was like 5 for a day with my dad on a movie.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, I did, and that's where I got my SAG card. But
you got your SAG card.
I was like 17. I realized I could get a SAG card. You're like tag. What is it? SAG? I don't know what it was. But I suddenly thought that I was gonna have to like figure out a way to get one, and then I realized I had one. It was a great thing.
Do you think that you're an actor because acting is in your genes?
I think when you're raised around certain kind of people, you tend to have that side of you very nurtured and very, and I really was raised to be expressive and was always talked to a certain way and played and was very creative. I was raised in a really creative way, so because of that, naturally, I grew up to be a certain kind of a person, yeah.
Did you ever think you might do something else?
Well, the great thing about being an actor is you can be everything.
True.
So I could never decide on a job, and that's why I'm an actor.
Okay, stop.
This movie.
I don't know, there's this interesting dichotomy, I think, with the ISTP in that, like, they're really warm and friendly, and really smiley a lot of the times. But there's also this sort of like, I don't know, this like extreme confidence in their capability, I think, that comes across like they've got a bit of attitude. Do you know what I mean? They're just, like, they're ready. They're not afraid to one minute be really nice and then call someone out and just, point the finger and say,
yeah, I think you see this more in the females. I do.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely, I would say that would be something for the females more than the males. I don't know. I find the females to be a little bit more saucy. And maybe it's just... And maybe it's just because there are
Did you
certain
say saucy
expectations.
or sexy?
Saucy, saucy,
Hmm.
sassy and saucy
Yeah.
both. I don't know what the difference is, sassy, saucy, whatever. But yeah, I think, and maybe it's just because of the expectations of females that females should be a certain way and they break the boundaries. They're always like pushing the button a bit, but
Right.
in an understated way, which is interesting because she's typed as ESTP. And we've typed ESTP females, and you say that they're provocative. And I would say that that is too strong of a word for an ISTP female.
Hmm.
But they sort of are, but they fly under
They're
the
kind of
radar with
like,
it.
it's kind of like a counterweight. Like,
Yes.
like those pendulum things. Yeah,
Yes.
so like if something hits into it, it's like when it swings back just as hard.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's kind of ISTP female, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think maybe again, maybe it's just because being a thinker woman in a society where maybe feeler women are more valued in a sense. I think it's like a
Yeah,
pushback, right? Like you gotta make your way.
I think they they can come across a bit boyish, but
Hmm.
like people can think that. I think, but I mean, I wouldn't necessarily see them like that. They're just a bit. I don't know. They got a bit of fierceness about them, and I suppose boisterous could be a good word. They're a bit like, like they say, like, oh, boys are a lot more difficult than girls because,
Yeah.
they mess around in class or whatever and they throw,
Hmm.
um, pens at each other or
Right.
whatever. that,
Yes.
that's kind of like a quality an ISTP female also has. Doesn't mean
Hmm.
they're boyish. It just
No.
means they're more
They'd be
natured that way.
they'd be more sneaky in it though.
Right.
They were the ones
Um,
shooting the spitballs when no one was looking.
yes, probably. Yes. I mean, I'm sure I knew a few of them
Hmm.
in my sort of school period, and some of them were just, if they went off the rails, they were really bad, like
Hmm.
like shockingly bad, like
Hmm.
behaving in ways that you wouldn't
Yeah,
expect
well, I
girls
mean,
to be.
yeah, well, Angelina Jolie has definitely made news headlines for, I think, some of her behavior.
Right. I mean,
Which,
like I said earlier as well,
yeah,
Madonna is the same
hmm,
way.
right.
Carrie Fisher, she's the same way. Very against the grain. Like, nah, I don't really
Hmm.
fit perfectly in,
Right.
what the typical idea of being a woman is. I'm gonna
Hmm.
sort of shake it up a bit.
Right.
I think they have a lot of, I don't know, like maybe confusion and insecurity in that
Hmm.
way.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I think they're cool, and
You mean the STP women in general, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah,
I
yeah, of
think,
course,
yeah,
yeah.
because Carrie Fisher, right, being ESTP,
Yeah, ESTP, ISTP, they
ISTP
kind of
females. Yeah.
they kind of a similar thing going on where
Yes. Hmm.
they just, I mean, we said with in the last video, like they just push, they love to push buttons
Hmm.
to annoy people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but
ISTP less so though.
right. Well, I think just because the ESTP probably has a little bit more of an easier time of it, just being an extrovert in general, I think makes it a bit easier kind of go in the world sometimes.
Do you think they're sort of seen to be a bit more endearing because they're extroverts? And they're a bit
Yeah,
more,
they're,
like, oh,
I
she
think,
can't help it or something. I don't know.
I think in a way they're more trusted. Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
right. Yeah, I think
I feel like people
everybody,
can't trust an introvert
everyone
sometimes, or
hates the
they're,
introverts, don't they? Because they're all like,
well,
oh, your
they just
cloak
aren't
and dagger.
sure. Yeah, they're just not sure. They're not sure what to do with introverts, I
Oh,
think.
what did that person say? Oh, it was our friend Neil, wasn't it? He said that people didn't like introverts because they were more inward and sort of they didn't put it all out there. They were perceived to be to think that they were better than other people. I thought that was a really good way of putting it.
Who said this?
You know, our drama friend, the one we haven't typed yet.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah, him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah,
It's true.
yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm good. I'm good. I think we got enough on her.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.